John 8:32. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And the truth is, no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, no matter what you're going through, God can bring you through it. So stand up and declare that you definitely gonna make it. And there ain't nothing but the truth, the whole truth, all truth. Yeah, that's right. This is strong truth.
You're exactly where you're supposed to be. But the truth, that is what will set you free. You're stronger than what it seems. Be free, be who you're called to be. With you on this journey, you can make it. You can make it. It's just the lies and deception. It can be misleading. You can make it. You can make it. Just keep believing. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? It's the one and only Strong Jones.
And Precious.
And we're here with today's episode of the Strong Truth Podcast, where we about to tell nothing but the truth,
The whole truth.
our truth, the strong truth. And today, y'all, first, let me introduce one of my closest friends, a brother, laugh, struggle, do all types of stuff together. Mr. Eric Bink.
What's up with you?
What's
up, Precious?
Hey, Bink, what's your last name?
Doughty.
Doughty.
Okay. You don't tell you what I thought it was, Bink? I always call, you know how they got Doughty County, like Albany, Jordan?
Yeah.
Because ain't it how it's spelled?
No.
Ain't it spelled? Oh, okay.
It's like Doughty.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was butchering it then. But anyway, man, this my partner here, man. Y'all gonna be seeing Bink a lot more. He gonna come visit us from time to time. Bink got a lot of questions, and we got in a drag out discussion. He had asked a question. I'm gonna let him ask it, for y'all to. So let's see what y'all think. What's going on, everybody? It's the one and only Strong Jones.
And Precious.
Hey, and before this video gets started, we need y'all to do us a favor. We need y'all to go and hit that like button.
Comment below.
Go subscribe.
And share this video. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so that anytime we post, you get notified.
The strong way. What's going on, everybody? It's the one and only Strong Jones.
And Precious.
And listen, y'all catch Strong True Podcast on all audio streaming platforms like Spotify,
Apple Podcasts,
iHeartRadio,
Pandora,
Amazon Music, or wherever you listen to your podcast. And also catch us on all social media platforms like YouTube,
Instagram,
TikTok,
or Facebook, so that you guys can stay connected with everything that we do.
Strong way.
Okay, so the question I want to ask you Strong and you too, Precious, what do y'all think is the difference between a regular couple and a Christian couple? Like a Christian couple that they kind of still regular, but at the same time, like they go to Bible study together every Wednesday. They go to church every Sunday. And a regular couple, they're not bad, but like they just do regular stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Do you want to?
Yeah, cause look at here. We were doing some headbutting with this discussion.
We were.
Like,
so say your answer, Strong.
Yes.
No, ladies first. Go ahead.
Man. Okay. I mean, I just feel like you should say your answer first.
All right, I go. So my answer was it was simple to me. The difference between a Christian couple and a quote unquote regular couple is that one got God in and one don't. To me, it's just simple as that.
And see, this was my rebuttal to that. Because I just like asking questions or, just taking people deeper into their thoughts. So my question was, what if the regular couple claims to be Christians? Like, what if they may not go to church together? They may not do the Bible study together, but they claim to be, know God and, God-fearing or in all the things. Like, what would be that distinction then? Like, how would you be able to see the fruit of the difference in a Christian relationship and a regular?
Well, I'm gonna go back because I feel like we limit it to going to church and Bible study.
Okay.
It's not that. It's so much more to it.
Okay.
Just because you go to church, just because you go to Bible study, don't even mean you're a Christian.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So, and with us going back to that, I still just stand on my answer. Like,
you just can have a guy.
having God in it, like
Having God in
it, like
What
let
does
him
that
be
look like
that to me. Now this is a strong answer. This is my answer. He lead it, so
God leads it.
yeah,
Okay.
God leads it. So to me, I want to go to because Bink original question is what's the difference between, and you correct me if I'm wrong, a Christian couple and a regular couple, right?
Yeah, so are you saying that a regular couple don't believe in God, or you just saying that the Christian couple just has God in it?
No, I ain't saying that. Like, I ain't saying that a quote unquote regular couple don't believe in God. What I'm saying is, are you even considered a couple unless you're doing a guy? Like, if we're gonna talk about a relationship, what's a true couple? A boyfriend, girlfriend, or marriage?
I mean, it's marriage, but at the same time, like a couple is still a couple at the same time.
I
No,
can't go ahead. Correct?
Because I think that granted because we getting into terms here. So in my mind, I feel like yes, a relationship is a couple because that's two people that's, y'all have y'all relationship. But I think marriage is more so like a union. Like that's a covenant union with your partner and God because y'all are now married. But I do believe that the two individuals are still a couple who are dating or courting or in a relationship or whatever the case is.
So, but even with talking about marriage and the different terms and stuff, the original question was, what's the difference between a Christian relationship and a regular relationship? So before we even talk about the terminology of marriage and everything it consists of, we got to go back to what's the question at hand? What's a regular relationship and what's a Christian relationship? And then what's the difference between them?
Right.
And then we can move to marriage and all that stuff like that. So to me, the only difference, like I said earlier, the only difference is a quote unquote Christian relationship got God in it. A regular relationship is, it doesn't have God in it. But then too, what makes it a relationship? Cause in God's eyes, if we talking about God ain't honoring boyfriend and girlfriend. You really free game. I know everybody don't like that, but it's like you free game. And until you make that vow, that's why you say your vows until y'all, like you say your vow, you and her, or you and him, like y'all two separate beings. You feel me? Like y'all don't have y'all are not in it. Y'all not quote unquote really in a relate. Not in God's eyes. It just don't. It ain't honor in God's eyes, and that's what I'm going off for. Now, men, of course, like when I say men, I'm talking about human beings. Yeah, y'all can say, hey, we go together or we do this and that, but you're not a relationship. You're not a couple, really.
So you saying, if we're not married, don't nothing really count?
Not really.
Well,
So is God honoring? I'm asking
It
this. Is
don't-
God honoring?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
So Precious, let me ask you this since he said it. If you have a boyfriend, right, and y'all go together,
Right.
if y'all ain't married and he goes and quote unquote cheats, that means you can't get married, right?
I can't get mad?
Yeah.
Yes, I can get mad.
She got
According
the
to
right
what
to get
Al just
mad.
said, you can't get married.
And
No, I'm not saying you can't. Don't put the words in my. I'm not saying you
Know what
can't
you
get
said,
mad. No, I ain't saying you can't get mad. What I said is, it's not honored. Like it's you really free game in God's eyes. Of course, in Precious' eyes, or in our eyes, or in Bink eyes,
But even
you gonna be
strong, even in that, I don't feel like you can go out if I had a boyfriend and he claims to be a man of God. If he claims to be a man of God and he just goes out and cheat, at the end of the day, we are still to be representing Christ. You don't cut that off and cut it on just because.
Is it cheating though?
Yes.
How
it
is
is
it cheating? You're not his and he's not
Yes,
yours.
strong. Yes, bro. You're talking about adultery. If they were married, that would be adultery. If you're dating someone, if you go with, like, let's be for real. If you go with somebody and y'all know what y'all have agreed on, obviously a relationship, we know what the Bible say, but people are in relationships before they get into marriage. And so if we know that we're to be loyal to one another and you go out and cheat, yes, you are cheating. If you go out, and especially if you fornicate, obviously then that's sinning. You a man of God and you out here fornicating, you sinning.
That's when you wrong, when you fornicating.
Strong.
But it's not so. Okay, say this. Take sex out of it.
Okay.
Take sex out of it.
Okay.
So if do y'all really think God finna get mad? Okay, say you just say you got a boyfriend. And I hate say you got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
God ain't honoring that. But if we're gonna go by what y'all saying, if you got a boyfriend and he's over here talking to somebody, is he gonna get in trouble by God?
Yeah.
For having a conversation, he's gonna get in trouble?
Strong. Because wait, you gotta specify conversation because obviously, like, we're gonna talk to the opposite sex. That don't make it cheating. You know when it's cheating when you become like emotionally involved or like if you sneak in and stuff like that. So as a Christian, now the Bible like you don't wanna what God will get you for is lying. Bible says they don't lie, right? And 9 times out of 10, especially if you date me, it's gonna be a question asked. So you got to be telling the truth or a lie. So lying or deceiving. So you trying to make me feel like we good, but you really out here got something else going on. God don't like that either. So at the end of the day, we should be honoring God with our actions, with everything that we do. We should be honoring God. So cheating on somebody that you know y'all got this relationship with is not honoring God. The Bible says to do everything. Well, let me see. Do everything unto God. What is it? Hold on. Let me see. The Bible say, it says, this is 1 Corinthians 10:31. So whatever ye eat or drink or whatever you do all to the glory of God. And you cheating on that girl and you know y'all got whatever y'all. No. And y'all got whatever y'all got going on. Yes, you cheating because you know y'all got this relationship.
Wait. Is it cheating in God's eyes? Y'all not even in a relationship in God's eyes. You're not married.
But
you're not married. You're not married.
That's adultery.
No, this is what I'm saying.
But
this is what I'm saying. I say take the sex out. Go ahead, Bink.
Okay, you say that. Okay, no, we're not married. But if we have a relationship and we're planning to get to that point.
That's good. Okay.
If me and her are planning to get to that point, yes.
All I said was, this is what I'm saying. And I'm still standing. I'm not going to move. You don't, because what I'm saying is, even then, y'all planning on get to that point. You're making preparations. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying, if somebody go lie, somebody say to prayer point, y'all supposed to trust each other, and you lie. Mm-hmm. The lying, that's gonna be what's the name? Yeah. But at the same time, the question was, we're getting away from the question. What's the difference between a Christian relationship and a regular, quote unquote, regular relationship? And my answer to that, and it's not changing, is it got God in it. But we got to talk about what is a relationship. Exactly. You're not really, truthfully, boyfriend, girlfriend. If you haven't went to that altar and you have not made a vow, you're not no relationship. It's not a relationship. Our feelings want to, and I can't bend from let's go to the Bible.
But Sean, do you understand what a relationship is? You and I have a relationship, even though it's a business relationship. Me and Bink has a relationship. This is my brother in Christ. Like, we have a relationship. So now we are in a relationship. We would be a couple if I had a boyfriend, because we got to realize what a couple even is. That's just literally 2 people. But to make it a relationship, we're in would that be a platonic? A romantic. Mm-hmm. Romantic, because platonic could be this. But a romantic relationship would be, yes, ultimately, this is the crazy part, because ultimately, even though we in a relationship with a case, you still my brother in Christ until we marry. And then still when you marry, you still brother and sister. But anyway, we'll get to that in another way. But like, this is a different type of relationship. Me and Bink relationship will be nothing like mine and my boyfriend relationship. It won't be anything like it.
Would it?
Yes.
Listen, okay, I get what you're saying, but in God's eye, like you just said, until y'all get married, and even when you get married, but definitely before you get married, you in person, right? Y'all are considered what, like brothers and sisters in Christ, right? Mm-hmm. Until y'all become one soul. And that's all I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you're not in no relationship by God's way. You're not in no relationship with this person. So to me, technically, it's not no end. Like, and hold on, let's go to the Bible with it. You become in a relationship in God's eye. That ain't what man's saying. Yeah, if like you don't become in a relationship until you get married. Yeah, y'all can say everything you want to. Yeah, if a person go out there and they betray your trust, you are going to be hurt. The physical going to be hurt. But you think God finna say gotta get them for fun. If you using sex, gotta get them for fornicating. But if just say a person don't never fornicate, but he go talking or she go talking to another person and that hurt your feelings, technically he not wrong or she not wrong.
Is it deceptive? Is it lying?
If they're lying, but he's not wrong in the lying part of it is. The fornicating part of it is.
Okay.
But you haven't
the deception?
Yeah, that's the lying or the what's the name. The part what I'm saying is they did not betray a relationship because in God's eye, it's not even a relationship is what I'm saying.
So
I just don't
if I have a girlfriend and I go cheat, I can ask both of y'all this. Am I sinning or am I not? Well, basically I am sinning.
What form of cheating?
Huh?
What form of cheating?
If I have a girlfriend and I go cheat, so basically, well, on one hand I am sinning because I'm having sex.
Oh, so you talking about fornicating? Yeah, you're sinning because of fornicating.
Because like I'm having sex, but I'm not married. Like okay, so I know I'm sinning on that, but so I'm not sinning towards that person. That's what you saying.
That's what I'm saying. You're not sinning towards that person. You're sinning because you're fornicating, but you're not sinning towards that person. You don't have nothing towards that person.
A sin is a sin, and that's still sinning towards that person.
No, hold on. Is the sin a sin?
Yes.
That's what.
No, I'm saying no, but you're saying sin, like all sin equals death, but sin against your body it holds more weight. If you go to 1 Corinthians 16.
But I'm ultimately saying it's a sin. What I'm saying.
It's a sin, but it's not a sin that person feels betrayed because you quote unquote talk to somebody else or something like that. If you quote unquote broke y'all relationship that you feel is a relationship that God ain't looking at that as a relationship. Y'all ain't married. That's all I'm saying. It's not a relationship if you're not married.
Okay.
So you haven't really. Yeah, it's betraying that person. So if I'm talking to somebody, I'm gonna say it like this: if my wife, before she was my wife, and we in the dating phase where we talking or whatever, if she went and talked to somebody else, yeah, I would be mad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would be hurt. Yeah, I would feel betrayed. But in God's eyes, was she mine? She not mine. She still her father. Her father haven't gave her away. When you get married, that's when your parent have to give you away. That's when you're in a relationship.
So does the Bible not tell us to honor one another?
So am I not? So okay, you're right. It do.
Come on.
But tell me, so are they not honoring you? But when they talking to the other person, or they could be honoring the other person because like.
But they don't have no.
How?
So okay, that's exactly strong. So that's the whole purpose. You don't even if me and Bink are a thing, I should be honoring this before I go try to make another honor to somebody else. I'm already dismissing the honor that I already have here, knowing if y'all in a relationship, this is where your priority is. So if I'm already honoring. If I'm be like strong, be for real. Like I know you married.
Why are they going over here? Why are they going over here? Then
I don't know. So we can't communicate. Maybe there's an eye that done formed. Like maybe you know how it is. You get mad at your person, and some people just not mature enough, or they're not in the right headspace, and so they feel like, man, but I'm just finna go. You know how it is to be out the door. Like, come on.
You ain't okay out the door. Okay, out the door.
Single or whatever.
Out the door automatically is what we out there doing what we ain't got no business doing.
I mean, sure.
So
or not, maybe
so
I
we
shouldn't
already.
say I don't know. I mean, not married. I'm just saying, like, if you thinking in terms of like, I just feel like you don't just treat people any type of way. Period.
I agree
it ain't
with
got
that.
nothing
You
to
don't
be
treat
with
them wrong.
being in a relationship or not.
You don't treat them wrong. But I'm going off his question,
which still ultimately aligns.
So okay, just the point that what you just said.
Okay.
Basically, that what's the word you just used? Like, you just said
honor.
Yeah, honor.
Okay.
So, what makes? I guess if you in the sense you say that in the sense of okay, if they're talking to this other person and they're supposed to be talking to you,
right?
Is this honoring you, right?
Right.
But that's honoring them.
What's honoring them when you go talk to them?
They talking to them because that person feels honored now. Right, why? Because they doing the same thing that y'all were doing, right?
So
when they made that verbal with this person,
right.
Listen now, so
right.
Y'all made a verbal thing, like y'all boyfriend and girlfriend, right? So he's supposed to honor that, but whatever, or she's supposed to honor that. Right. But what if they make that same verbal thing to this person? So talking to you now,
yeah,
is this is dishonoring that thing.
Yes.
It's not. You see how I could be confused? How can you honor two people at one time?
That's what I'm trying to get you to see.
I get that, but what I'm saying is, it ain't honored just because you a boyfriend or girlfriend. It's honored when you become. The marriage is what makes it sacred.
But
that's when you're in a vow.
But that's God honoring it. The Bible says to honor one another. We get God honor marriage. That's cool. But we are also supposed to honor one another. So now I dishonor you to go honor somebody else.
So if I'm honoring this person and I'm dishonoring this person, how's that wrong? Because I'm honoring somebody.
Break up with them. Break up with this person if you want to go honor somebody else.
Okay, but are y'all together? Y'all not even together. Verbally you saying break up, but you're not. That's what I'm saying. The point is you're not. The thing is you're not a union. Just because boyfriend and girlfriend is not. But that's what I'm saying. Boyfriend and girlfriend ain't really no relationship in man's eyes.
I was just about to ask you that. So I ain't gonna say in your terms because you're going by the Bible, right?
That's what.
So like, you just saying like a boyfriend and girlfriend really don't exist.
It don't. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. It don't exist.
And I get, even if it don't exist, cool. And that's why I even changed it from that. That's why I'm saying honor one another. At the end of the day, okay, if you know, at the end of the day, if me and Bink like each other, and we want to get to know each other, court each other, whatever the case is. And so then we should be honoring each other. If we done had these y'all know how conversations get when you want to talk to somebody for real. Like, okay, boom, what we doing? What's our goal? What's our future looking like? All the things. Yeah. So everything that we do should be unto the Lord. Like we should not let me see how far I can go to get close to sin and not sin. No, because you're gonna fall. You should be trying to honor God in everything that you do. And so that don't mean, because God don't mean that we shouldn't honor God. We should honor God so much that for one, we honor each other. And so then we'll get close to where, okay, God honors us, because we know we're not in a space for God to honor us because we're not married yet. However, we still gonna do everything unto him. So it doesn't not matter. I just think it goes back to that heart posture. What are we even doing? For one, we shouldn't be seeing this sex and all the things, but we should still be, if we've had these conversations, honoring each other. If we know this is what it might not be called boyfriend, girlfriend in the Bible, but it says to honor each other, whatever type of relationship that it is. And relationships, everybody have relationships with people. That's why we got to love our neighbor and all the things. We even have some type of relationship with our neighbor. The relationships are just different. Even in friendships, every friendship is different. But that don't mean because my friendship is different with this friend and that friend that you ain't my friend. It's just different. So that's just what I think.
So going to Bink's question, and you tell me if I'm wrong. Bink asked, what's the difference between a Christian couple,
yes,
and a regular couple?
And how do we distinguish?
So the thing is, he's talking in the sense of two people going together, being together, not friendships, not workships, not all that stuff. I agree with everything you just said.
Both,
I agree with it.
They both have, like you said, they both have a romantic.
So and that's where I'm coming from, the romantic point of it.
Okay.
It's not honored if you're not married in a romantic sense. Now, in a friendship, as my friend, my brother and sister in Christ, I'm supposed to honor you. Absolutely. But what I'm telling Bink is, and I'm telling everybody else, it's not even a such thing really as a regular relationship and a Christian relationship. Right. That's what I'm saying. That's all my answer is. God is in one and God ain't in the other, because the other one technically don't exist. If we're going by the Bible, that's what I'm going by now. If we're going by the Bible, ain't no such thing as no regular relationship. If y'all together and y'all doing everything up under the sun, you living in sin.
So ultimately, one is married and one is not.
You got God in it.
But that doesn't.
You're not. No, I ain't saying one. It's not one. It's not one is married and one is not. If you married, you're in it. By God, that's when you become a relationship. It don't exist in God's side. It don't exist. This ain't no relationship. It ain't no unity. It's not a relationship. It's just two people that are close together. And if y'all having sex or y'all doing stuff that you don't supposed to be doing, and cool. Now, this is what I would say.
No, ain't cool.
No, when I say ain't cool, I ain't talking about. It ain't cool like to go sin. But I ain't studying what a person do.
Yeah,
you feel me? That's why I say ain't cool. If that's what a person want to do, that's between y'all and the Lord. You feel me? Like that's what I'm saying. Cool.
But my rebuttal is like everything you saying is correct, and I can't. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know the Bible like you do, but you know, I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you saying like it's not nothing until you married, but you eventually have to have something before you get married. I just can't walk up to the person, hey, you want to get married? And boom, let's do it. No, we got to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get to know each other first, right?
Can you?
I mean, technically we can, but no, that's not the right way to do it.
So that's what I'm saying. So, no, I'm going to go to let's go to the Bible.
Let's go.
Get your Bible.
Oh, Jesus.
So tell me this.
Don't do that.
No, here you go.
I love it.
Here you go. When you go to Genesis, Adam hadn't said a word to Eve. And they was married.
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
Get him precious.
Because Strong, he did not call him. He did not call her his wife until a little bit. Let's go to it.
Let's go to it.
Let's go.
Adam didn't say a word.
I'm gonna go to it too.
Let's go to Genesis real quick because I remember in What we going though? Well, 3? It's usually 3, right?
I think in verse 2.
2? No, chapter 2?
Yeah, Genesis chapter 2.
Okay.
Down to like
Man and woman and Eve.
God said you can go to verse 18. I mean, you start where you want to, but that's when God first said man shouldn't be alone.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay. But still, there was no. Oh, my voice got okay.
And I'm just going off the Bible.
No, I mean, yeah. Obviously, that's what the pie about. That's what.
All right, Genesis, what y'all again? I'm sorry.
Go, Genesis chapter 2. You start at verse 18. Bink.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, you read it. So I don't want.
Yes.
I don't want. Yeah, you read it so you can see it for yourself.
Start at 18.
All right.
Right, Strong. You think? 18?
I don't want nobody in church calling me to read now.
You said.
All right. But I do it here.
You a drummer. You won't have to read for real. Go ahead.
All right. And the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him and help meet for him.
Keep going.
And out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air and brought them unto Adam to see what he could call them.
Keep
and
going.
Whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. And Adam gave names to all cattle and to the fowl of the air and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found and help meet for him.
Keep going.
And the Lord, I feel like you working me, like in your church. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam. And he slept, and he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man made he a woman. And brought her unto the man.
Yes.
You want me to keep going?
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
And Adam said, this is now a bone of my bones. I see where you're going. And flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman because she was taken out of a man.
So first now.
Hold on, let him finish.
But I'm just going to say this. The first thing he called her, though, Strong, was woman, not wife. Keep going.
Oh.
That's why I say finish. You got to read the whole thing.
You made it. Okay, keep going.
Hold on, where was I? I got lost.
You said verse 23.
Because it's the next one, 24.
Okay. 24?
Yes.
Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh.
Keep last one.
And they were both naked, the man and his wife.
And his what? Not his woman. His
right.
what?
His wife. Right.
So now go back to what you just said. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman.
Right.
That's when, but she is his wife. You don't see no girlfriend. You don't see nothing. And when he was talking right there, he wasn't talking to the woman. This is now my bone. This is now bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. He was talking to God in all creation.
Strong.
He wasn't talking to her.
You are absolutely right, and I agree. But this is, for one, time is not like time is for us. So regardless of what, ultimately, yes, he was calling women, right? And then ultimately, God was giving his original design for woman and man. No, we are not, all this 10, 5, 13,000 years stuff that people be going together now. No, we are not supposed to be doing that. We should be dating or whatever the case is with intention, because you are when you meet that person, you need to have intention on, look, this your person, you need to be you need to be building a family type situation. Mm-hmm. We done got so far from that. We done got so far from building 2-parent household. We've been got so far from being intentional and making this your wife or whatever the case is. Cool. But then, let's go to, and I guess in my mind, you ultimately got to remember humanity at the end of the day, Strong, because we don't live in the same way that they lived biblically. We are just supposed to use the same principles. No one is going to marry nobody in no 1 day or no 2 days. We don't know the time space in between any of this. So yes, you are supposed to, if I meet Bink, okay, we need to be making sure I'm dating to marry. I'm not dating to be your girlfriend for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not doing that. I'm supposed to be somebody's wife. If you see me and you feel like you want to be something with me, we need to be intentional about marrying. This not saying in 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, in a week that y'all supposed to get married. There has to be, think of Boaz and Ruth. You get what I'm saying? Maybe.
What about it though? You got to elaborate.
Okay, let's go. What's that?
No, it's Ruth. You talking about Boaz and Ruth?
Yeah,
that's in the book of Ruth.
Ruth, yeah. What I said, X. Okay. So the reason why I say that though, Strong, is because obviously I can't go to 1. Can I go to 1? Can I go to 1? Can I go to 1? I think
Pause.
3. Okay, I know it's in 3.
What you getting? I'm trying to see what you.
I guess where I'm going is when it comes to time, it's so hard to say time. It's so hard to say time more than intentionality because we just don't know time for the most part. But the reason why I said it is because in 3, you remember how Naomi had, it's almost like they saw Boaz, knew Boaz or something. And then like Naomi had Ruth to do particular things. And let me see. I know it's in 3.
Man, why you find that?
Okay.
I'm gonna say this. So, yeah, I know you said about the time thing, but I'm gonna disagree with you. This gonna be my rebuttal.
Okay.
The Bible say when a man find the wife, he find the good thing.
Mm-hmm. Find favor.
Well, he don't even say he don't say it, but he's talking about a man. He get favor with the Lord. Mm-hmm. Thus, that's when it become back to what we originally talking about. Mm-hmm. He get a wife. Mm-hmm. That's when he gets favor with the Lord. Not in a relationship.
Correct.
So, and this is the thing. I said what I said about Adam because Adam, it like the Bible tells us there's nothing new under the sun. So that about what didn't happen like back then, it still go on today. Not even just the principle, certain stuff. When you were saying the stuff that transpired back then.
No, I just said we didn't live the same. Like,
but I'm gonna say we still do. We still do in a lot of ways. Like, okay, yeah, you don't have, I'm gonna use this. They use chariots. We got cars. We still got transportation.
Like, I'm talking about Adam and Eve.
Okay, in that. Yeah, it is. So, like, go back to what I just said. Mm-hmm. Adam hadn't said a word to Eve, mm-hmm. but he already what? He knew that was his wife. A man gonna know his wife.
Right.
So, and you ain't got to go and spend time with him. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. In today's time, go look at Steve Harvey's story. And when he talked to Margie, what happened with that show? Margie walked into his comedy show. And he said, I don't know he said, I don't know who you are, but I'm going to marry you.
Okay.
Right then, they had never had a conversation.
I agree with that.
That's the same thing. So you can't know.
No, I never said that you can't know. I totally agree that you can know who your person. I'm not saying that. I'm saying between knowing and making it and making her your wife, he's not gonna. How long it took them to get married?
Yeah, he ain't going to that.
That's what I'm saying. I know for a fact that you can know when you know somebody your wife. I do know that. I believe in love at first sight and all that. I believe that. I just believe that it's still something that has to take place between knowing that and getting there.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
That's what I'm getting to. I'm not opposed to knowing who your person is because I believe in the voice of God. I believe in divine power. I believe in all of those things. Yeah. But at the end of the day, nobody, I've never seen it, heard it, or whatever, get married in a day. Get married in 2 days. Get married in a week. I've never heard it. And it might be a real thing. But I think even in between that 1 hour and Friday, or Monday and Friday, What's going on? I guess that's where I am. I feel like, what does that, granted, God don't have to honor it because he's a man that he don't lie. So if he say he don't honor it, he don't honor it. So we can't just tell people. And I think that's where I am. I understand the Bible, but I'm big on teaching people. So we can't just throw all these things out at people and not give them a realistic, whether they believe it or not. You got to make it make sense for people because they're not just going to believe something that they don't even know how to follow it. We talk about leading and following all the time. If you can't be a good leader, you can't be a good follower. So how do we even expect men to be good leaders if we can't even explain how they're supposed to follow the man? So that's where I am. Granted, I believe the Bible up and down. Some stuff I might not understand or I might don't agree with, but I do understand that if you see your wife on Monday and you think that's your wife, what is transpiring in between, and you guys should be honoring each other. Because if you telling me that I'm your wife on Monday, but then you talking to Susie on Wednesday, but you a man or guy, what that even supposed to look like? Yes, you should be honoring me because now I'm not even finna believe. That's why there's false prophets out here because y'all lying, y'all doing all the things God telling you not to do, but you want me to believe that you a man or guy. No, that's where I am. I believe the word. I ain't saying that the word ain't true. I believe it, but we got to be able to figure out. It got to be some dating or it got to be some something in that between.
Do it got to be?
It does.
And I'm
some
saying
intentionality. Some intentionality.
This is my thing. Going to Bink. That's why I'm not moving on my answer because I'm not like
you don't have
to Bink's question. Now Bink asking different questions. If Bink actually, if he read like, and this ain't nothing against you, Bink, but when he read actually get it for himself, he'll actually understand. It's no such thing as, and I'm talking about the question. It's no such thing as a Christian relationship in a regular relationship. So the starting point of the question, and that's what I'm saying. The only difference is God is in it.
Right.
One exists and one really don't. So if we're gonna be living,
I'm glad he said that because I got a good question.
Okay, go ahead.
Now if we're gonna be, I'm not disagreeing with some people. It's gonna take them time. And you said a key word especially with us teaching this stuff. You say if a person believes. So if a person can believe they can meet their wife on one day and go and meet and him, they believe it, they can go do it.
Absolutely.
Now I give you an example. You asked about nobody's getting married in a week or 2 weeks.
I have never seen it. They could do it. I said I've never experienced her.
Our leader, Apostle Cortez Edie.
Okay.
2 weeks.
Wow.
They met in Miami. They went, because he was doing the singing or whatever, and they talked. He wrote the letter. I'll let him tell the story, but that you call him.
Shout out.
Yeah.
So what was that? Yeah, absolutely.
It was they hadn't done that. They hadn't. I think he said, and I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, then we're gonna get him on the show one day. He's gonna be on here. So,
and I'm definitely.
But it's gonna.
I got to come back for that one. I got to come back for that.
Yeah, hey, that's gonna be a special. That's gonna be a special.
Even if I ain't talking, I got to come back for that one.
For sure. So, but it was all the dating and all that stuff. He'll tell you, I didn't court. I didn't do all that. He knew the story. Matter of fact, the story of him being,
No, go ahead.
The story of him being his wife was, here it go. It was another girl that it was a group of girls that were showing around, like the girls from the church. They were singing, he was in the singing group. Okay. So the one that he thought maybe, that he would like to guess what he was talking about being his wife and stuff. He was automatically talking about marriage. He wasn't talking about he was talking about marriage from the start. And being a man of God. And the lady literally said, how you know I'm your wife? How don't you, how you know she ain't your wife? And she ended up, and first lady say same thing. The lady ended up pointing to first lady. And that's how that started.
So he said, because you said, he was talking about wives.
Yeah, so let me get it so the people can understand. Yeah. So he was in the gospel group back in the day, and they sung. They went around. They went singing and stuff.
What was they called?
I can't remember, but they was in Miami. Sensation.
So
they was.
Don't forget your question.
Okay. They was in. You need to pin something.
I'm good.
Sure. Yeah. So they was like in a group or whatever, and they went down to Miami. Ooh. They went and sung at the church and stuff. So. The girls and stuff around there, they were showing them around Miami, taking them to the place while they were down there. And it was a lady that I guess he seen that he liked or whatever. And he went to talking about marriage and junk. Okay. And the lady told him, how you know I'm your wife? How you know God don't want her to be your wife? And pointed at first lady. that turned out to be his wife. So when they all right there traveling around, I guess he went and talked to the first lady. He came back to Georgia because the group was out of Georgia. Well, they came back to Georgia. All he did was they wrote letters. 2 weeks. Hung out one time, wrote letter 2 weeks, got married.
Mm-hmm. And I can see. I guess I keep
a man who we know is a man of God.
Absolutely, absolutely. I guess I keep getting hung up on. I got 2 things to say because I love that story. I love it down to the ground. Yeah. I be asking everybody they love stories. Like I be asking everybody that. But I guess I'm trying to maybe the terminology. Maybe the conversation was because the lady saying how you know I'm your wife, how you know she's not. I guess in my mind that sounds like he said she was his wife. So I
very well believe it. I agree with you. Like it do sound like that's why we got to get him on here. But yeah. I agree with you. I get what you're saying. Like he had to say something to like
for her to be like,
yeah, like he had to say something about wife. Like maybe even at her like. You know, I think you're my wife. I want to marry something like that. Mm-hmm. Had to transpire for it to like. Okay. You feel me? So yeah, I agree with you.
But at the same time, that was like you said, that was a beautiful story. Like I was thinking, like, oh man. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But at the same time, possibly eat our lady dip. But times ain't like that no more.
But
are they?
No.
Hold on, B. Oh wait, right. Are you? What are y'all going off?
No. I'm agreeing with you. No, I'm agreeing with that.
No, are you going off your heart or man heart or what the Bible say?
As far as me. No, exactly. Like, don't get me wrong. I can go see a girl and I can look at her and be like, hey, you my wife. But she gonna look at me like, what?
But is that coming from God or that you just...
Yeah, I
you get what I'm saying?
Point to you. That's a point too.
Because see, that's the thing. That's the only difference. I think that there's a lot of men who aren't spirit led. There's a lot of men who say they're God fearing and that they're men of God and they're not men of God. Mm-hmm. They just go to church.
Yeah.
They just... I don't know, but some men say that and they do not be men of God for real, and you know them by their fruit. So you saying you a man of God, but you're fornicating, you're not a man of God. If you're saying if you say you're a man of God, but you in the church or deacon or whatever the case is, but you also getting drunk, you're not a man of God. So it's like that is the distinction. So I think that it can be more pastor eaters and mother and lady eaters. I believe that to this day. And the reason why I say that is because I believe that men could know who they want to marry. Because I know for sure you can know who you want just like that.
Hey, Fred, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to use myself.
Okay.
I'm going to use myself. Come to me, man. I'm going to use myself on this. Nah, for real. This is a real thing.
Okay, let's do it.
So, and this gonna go to that honoring and everything.
Yeah.
All right. At the time, now was I who I was in God? No.
When you knew your wife, is that what we're talking about?
No, I'm finna. It's gonna play into that. Okay, so my story was.
Come on, when you first met her.
No, before. I had it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But so what ended up happening was, I was in my ex relationship, like the last person I dated or whatever. But we had then went through a break. And in that break, I ended up meeting my wife. Mm-hmm. I knew of her, but actually talking to her. Mm-hmm. But we never, guess what? We never got married. We was in the talking stage. Mm-hmm. You feel me? It went never know, hey, we're each other. Mm-hmm. So in the midst of it, guess what? My ex came back. She wanted to goddamn really get back in a relationship.
Sound like a fair
so
woman.
Guess what? So chill out, man. So anyway, so what ended up happening was we ended up getting back together, me and my ex. Mm-hmm. She found out about me talking to my wife. Guess what I told her? I'm gonna marry her.
Wow.
Now guess what?
So what?
I'm finna tell you.
Okay.
This go to what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I end up it caused problems then. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna tell you it caused problems.
Absolutely.
You know, like I mean, it was up and down, rocky relationship. Anybody that personally know me know the history or whatever.
Absolutely.
So it ain't no secret. So anyways, me and my ex, we break off. Mm-hmm. Me and my wife jump to the future. Guess what? Not then. It was some time gap in between. Mm-hmm. But we connecting live. Mm-hmm. It connect. You ain't got me listen.
No,
we connecting live. Let me finish. Wait. We connecting live.
Yeah.
And guess what? Mm-hmm. We get married.
Bro, really?
We get now God honored. So guess what? And I know this. I know for a fact. This marriage that I'm in, my one and only, this is of God. Mm-hmm. This is of God. It work. It's perfect. Like it's. I can go if I really got into it. I can show you all types of signs. I knew it beforehand. Mm-hmm. I done told my ex at the time, this is gonna be my wife. I know that's strong. I know people probably dog me for that. Like, why you with her? This and that. You know. I mean, it was stuff in between. But the thing is, I was not wrong. I wasn't wrong because what I was wrong because I got my marriage out of it. So God didn't honor what I was doing with my ex. Right. You feel me? Because guess what we doing? We sleeping together. We fornicating together. We doing everything on the sun. Mm-hmm. That's not we technically with no relationship. But, so go ahead, man.
But in a way, you're still agreeing with Precious because it's still things y'all had to go through in that relationship.
I'm not. What's the name? Disagreeing with Prick. But in God, I never was in a relationship until March 17, 2026, when I go to the altar and I say, I say my vows. Mm-hmm. In God's eyes, that's when I'm in a relationship. Okay. You feel me? Now we're living Christian lives, both of us, to the best of our ability. So that's a Christian relationship.
I have a question. So in my mind, so when you told her that you gonna marry your current wife, did you end it then?
Nah, we wouldn't. It was. Here we go. We in that talking like we got that verbal thing you talking about at the time. It was like we wouldn't even boyfriend like at that time when we say that we not even back committed like boyfriend and girlfriend. Mm-hmm. We later on do.
That is so weird to me though.
But listen. This thing, and I'm not justifying it, but it was up and down. You know how it is. I'm gonna go to what y'all say. You know how it is. We talking. We went through stuff. Yeah. Like we went through gaps. We went through breaks or whatever you want to say. Like it was coming back of a break. She found out about it on her. Like it ain't like I just straight up said, "Hey, I was talking to this person." She found out about it. Like okay, in the midst of us breaking, I started talking to somebody else. So now that I started back talking to my ex, once she come back to try to get me, guess what? Am I dishonoring my wife at the time when we wasn't married?
But you dishonor. Well, wait,
I ain't dishonoring nobody.
No. I guess I'm trying to make.
That's what I'm saying.
No, so you were in a relationship when y'all got in a relationship after she even found out that you was talking to your current wife, right?
Who? No.
I thought that's you said.
No, so we was in a relationship, broke it off. Started talking to
current wife.
Yeah, and it really, I ain't even gonna say talking because we were just communicating. It wasn't nothing like no sex, nothing went going on. None of that. So it was just, we were having communication, just talking, quote unquote, getting to know each other. Mm-hmm. And in the midst of that, my ex ended up wanting me back. Okay. So she came, she applied pressure, whatever. So it's just like, at the time, like I got history with this person. And then this person right here is like, it could be, but I wasn't a godly man like I was supposed to. I knew a God or whatever, but I wouldn't honor his commandments then. You feel me? I wasn't living like I was supposed to. So at the time, like, shoot, I went with what I knew. I went with the history.
Well, there you feel me? That does resemble the fact that you didn't honor your wife. Because if you knew that you was going to marry her, you didn't honor her by going ahead and jumping into something else. So ultimately, there still has to be, regardless how you look at it, and regardless of if you are in a relationship or not, if their honor should be given, where honor should be given. And if you knew in your mind that this particular person was your wife, you wasn't honoring your wife. If God honors marriage, and you knew this was your wife, you was not honoring.
It wasn't me. I told my wife too. My wife at the time.
So her fault too, she gonna get you.
Nah, it wasn't that. She wasn't accepting it. It was like, you better believe. And she'll tell you this. Like, and it'll come an episode where when she finally do get on here, like, she gonna let you know. The only time I did stop pursuing her is because at that time, she wasn't in the mind frame to really accept that this man really trying to marry me and honor the way God do. And he really trying to get in a relationship with me. Strong. That's the thing. So it was like, for me, it was like, dang, I'm trying, but she ain't accepting because she had her past situation. So it was like, she was dibbling, dabbling that. So what I end up doing, like, okay, you dibbling, dabbling. I ain't nobody fool. So if that's what you want, and then she come back to me, that's why I say I wouldn't, it ain't no honor in neither one of them. I'm not in a relationship with her, but she not accepting that, I'm trying to, cause I'll tell you this, if my wife at that time would have realized like what she realized now, I would have been married.
But I thought you said you wasn't the man you were supposed to be, and you was saying
even I wasn't living like I supposed to. I'm still smoking, drinking.
Right.
That's what I mean.
But
So
like,
do you think
I never was the type of person that wanted to have all types of women. Like, no, give me one good woman that's gonna rock out with me, that's gonna really gonna marry me, and we gonna goddamn, and we gonna what's the name? Like, that's always been me. I ain't never glorified having a lot of women, having hoes or having side pieces. So that was never me.
But I'm saying, period. So I'm saying though, do you think that's probably not, even if she wasn't necessarily in the mind space to receive it, do you think that because you wasn't a man of God, so do you think she didn't, not even say follow that lead, but like it took her so long, not even because, so would you say she was like in a world type situation or?
Yeah, and I think what you trying to go to, do you think that because she seen what I maybe did, that it probably took her so long to probably accept it?
Yeah, because let me tell you one thing. It is not easy to just hear anybody say that you their wife or that you my husband. It ain't easy for nobody to,
especially
to receive that. Yeah. And so if
totally.
you're not living the life that even looks like God, that can be done came from anybody. Like, ain't nobody, if you ain't living a godly life for it, that's why it's so important. If you gonna say that you a woman of God or a man of God or whatever it is, your life has to resemble that, because it's harder to believe somebody who's living a lie.
Well, let me tell you this. So it's a difference in somebody saying to you, hey, you my wife, or this person saying, I'm gonna marry you. You feel me?
Okay.
A man saying, I'm gonna marry you, whether you believe it or not, he got in his heart, I'm gonna marry this woman. She could be telling me out her mouth all day. Now, I don't see it, this and that. But if he truthfully mean that, what he's saying, like I said, I'm gonna marry her.
Right.
And that's what I did. She didn't even see it at the time. You feel me? That's why if a man finds a wife, find a good thing. She didn't believe it. Going like to your point, she didn't see it. Now she know. Just the other day, she shared a post. You got to see. Like her person seen. Yeah, like her person seen what she couldn't even see. Like I seen that she was my wife before she even seen that she was capable of being a wife to me, or before she even seen that. Okay, what he's saying is true.
Yeah.
You feel me? So even if, to your point, even if she couldn't see it back then. Yeah, probably hard, but I wouldn't tell her, hey. And I know this may seem like the same thing. Like if people be like, well, that's the same thing. I wasn't saying, hey, you my wife. I'm gonna let you know, I'm gonna marry you one day. You feel me? Now, of course, I know, yeah, you my wife. But I know it's a strong thing to tell somebody that, because our conversation wasn't it wasn't a straight up like our first conversation. Hey, you my wife. But I knew I was gonna marry.
Type junk. Bink, what was your question?
Yeah, I was gonna ask Al. So, what if? Okay, everything you just said was true, but what if? Okay, we got these couples, right? One married. I mean, one is Christian like, and the other one ain't. So, what if the regular couple, when they get married, and the Christian couple they get married, what if the regular couple has a more successful marriage than the Christian couple?
What is success?
As in, like, success is in not financially, but success is in, like, they actually love each other, like they working through all their problems and all that without not saying they ain't, like we already talked about, like they got God, but like they ain't going to church like the Christian couple. But like, so what if they're working out their problems better than the Christian couple?
So now we move into marriage, right? So
yeah, we can.
Let's distinguish that terminology, so that, because we kind of just went over
my bad.
No, yeah. I'm just saying for the sake of the people. Because if now, okay, we pretty much done solidify the fact that.
Well, let me ask Bink this before we go there.
Go ahead.
Did each and everything that we said, your original question, what's the difference between a Christian couple and a regular couple, was that answered?
Yeah.
Okay.
You sure? Okay.
I think that was good. Good. Not what was the word? Because we do that argument. Dialogue.
No, we discussed it.
Yeah, discussion. That's the word I was looking for. So that was good discussion for sure.
Yeah.
Not this question. Oh, what I was saying was.
So I was asking both of y'all that.
Oh.
So like, how y'all feel about it? Like, if both of these couples get married, but the non-Christian couples is having like a more successful marriage than the Christian couple, as in like it's more love, it's more like they working out their problems and all that, and like they ain't having no, because
I
I'm trying to figure out what you necessarily what you asking. Like,
it sounds like to me. Tell me if I'm wrong, Bink. It sounds like he's saying, because not everybody that gets married is Christians.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and not everybody that get married honors the Bible. Mm-hmm. And so it sounds like he's asking, like, what if these people who are not Christians, or these people who has a relationship without God, whether they be, I don't know if that, but not
they're married,
Christians.
but they're married, but they don't confess Christianity. Is that what you're saying, basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he's saying, what if they seem to have a more successful marriage, can communicate, get over their problems easier, it looks happy, all the things. What if they have that lifestyle, but then you have this Christian couple who talk nasty to each other, who get in arguments and probably go days without talking to each other? Like, their marriage doesn't look as successful as this marriage. Like, what if you have that?
So, what you want me to point out with that?
I'm gonna answer. Let me answer.
Yeah, go ahead.
I believe if you have a woman of God and a man of God,
that's my co-host.
What you mean not successful? What you mean not who? What you mean we not? Because if you have God, baby, one of us is finna go to God and we finna get this thing together, sweetheart. I know you mad and you might need to go to the living room for about 30 minutes to an hour, but we gonna get this together, because we not finna let the sun go down. And if you still feel some type of way, we gonna pray over this thing, and God, I need you to touch his heart, touch my heart, whatever the case is. And if we need to revisit this conversation tomorrow because it still was a little sticky, bet. But if you are a woman of God and a man of God and y'all got married, there is success there.
Okay,
there you go.
Okay, everything you said was right, but like, what if they're not doing that?
Hold on, Bink. Hold on, Bink.
Wait,
you moving the goalpost.
You gotta let him.
No.
You gotta let me answer too before you do it.
My bad.
Hey, get your pen. Get your pen.
No, go ahead. You good.
Remember, he been doing good.
So, yeah, like that's what I was gonna go with. I totally agree with that. Like, if you truthfully a man and woman of God, y'all gonna get that thing together, because guess what? God tell y'all to do it.
And he honors it.
Yeah, like he gonna honor it. Like, it's y'all supposed to be subjective to one another. You feel me? Like, y'all gonna go there. Y'all gonna make it right. Y'all can't have I just don't believe you not truthfully like living by the Bible like you supposed to be honoring if y'all can't get that thing right. You feel me? Like, yeah, divorces still happen, but somewhere down there, I truthfully believe this: you wouldn't living by the Bible if the divorce happened at the point that cause. Okay, really, because on divorce, only really technically only supposed to happen if somebody go commit fornication. Now, that's other stuff. I ain't gonna sit there and act like people don't break up because of money or people don't. But if that stuff comes in between you, was God really in it? Because God gonna give y'all a way to overcome all that. Now, go back to your word, what you just said. You said you may have this married couple who is a Christian couple, and it seemed like, and then you also went to this other couple who they're not confessing Christianity, but they're a married couple, and it seemed like they stuff is successful. It's subjected to who is in the marriage or not, where they got a successful marriage or not. You feel me? Because guess what? Just say, I'm just say this. For example, this ain't how it is, but just say me and my wife may talk to each other strong, and you may hear, and it may seem like, oh, why they talk to each other so hard? They talk to each other, but that may be the way we talk to each other. We may be playful like that. That may be our thing. So guess what? That's between that person, and that's between them two people where their marriage is successful or not. You feel me? So you can't and that's why it also tells you what, like, marriage is undefiled, right? Like, God honors the marriage. So I believe, this is me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you a question because of what I was finna say. I ain't gonna say what I was finna say. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. But like,
I want to say something.
But go ahead. Y'all go ahead. But I'm gonna say my question. Well, my question really.
Oh, that's the question?
Yeah, that wasn't the question. I got a question, but I don't want to. Bink had something, so go ahead. To answer this, basically, that only the people can tell. Only the two people that's in the marriage can deem whether their marriage is successful or not. To me, it may not look successful, but to them, they may feel like, shoot, it's successful.
Because too, all I was gonna say is like it's just like how we say with social media. We know that people put the best things on the forefront.
Yeah, and they hide the bad things.
Yeah, so like it can look on the outside like this is a successful couple. Not saying they can't be a successful couple, but they truly can be a successful couple. But I'm just saying, they could put on the front. Or they could, like, it might seem like they're not bickering back and forth, but just say he's a good communicator, she's not. So he just feel like, I know if we get into it, I can't even say nothing because she on, you know what I'm saying? She might not be there, like, she might not have emotional intelligence or whatever the case is, or she's manipulative, or she, you know what I'm saying? Like, she makes him, she what's the word? Gaslights him or whatever the case is, and so that he just go on with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Strong said, like it's just subjective to the person that's viewing it, and anybody can make anything look like whatever on the outside. So that's just what I was gonna say.
Okay.
What's your question?
Nah, I was just gonna say, like,
I love beating these questions.
Me too.
I love it.
like when you said that, because like everything you said a while ago when you answered my question the first time was spot on. When you said, "Nah, we're supposed to pray about this before we go to sleep. We have a disagreement." So that means if they're not doing that means then they're not really, I ain't gonna say they're not really Christians, but they're not really doing what they supposed to do.
Yeah,
I'm saying that right.
Yeah, I think too that it goes to, because, counseling is good for couples, individuals. Christians or not, individuals, period. And I think that ultimately, if you guys are in a Christ-centered relationship, you are going to even if you don't know, because there's a lot in the Bible that a lot of people just don't know. And so if y'all know that y'all have a lack in this area, maybe communication or whatever the case is, then you need to figure out, okay, so how does God want us to handle this situation? And that's okay for y'all to have that question together, and then, okay, let's go to the word, or let's go to wise counseling. Wise counsel, sorry. So wise counsel would be like, just say your mom, right? She's a woman of God. She's been married. She's had a successful marriage, whatever the case is. So it's okay to seek wise counsel. Strong, I'm gonna go to Apostle Edie. So wise counsel is very important too. Now, don't go to your mama, your auntie, your grandma, your cousin. You get what I'm saying? That is not wise. That's not wise. Don't go to your single friend. Don't go to your single brother. Don't do that. You want to go to somebody who is wise and who's married.
I think somebody just said that last week too. I mean to cut you off. But somebody just said that last week at the reception menu was this. I think it was your mama.
It was my mama. Yes, my mama, and then my cousins came behind her and agreed. But yes, that's how you do that. No one is gonna be just get it all together all the time. Even people who are married are going to have their their disagreements.
I call it as y'all are not gonna agree on everything.
Yeah.
So if
y'all just because y'all Christian,
right.
No, I don't Christian or not. No. Like, you saying just because you're a Christian?
Right, no, I'm saying just because you're Christian, you're still gonna have the same. You're still gonna go through the same stuff that.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Stuff don't get easier as a Christian. It gets harder as a Christian because you are. It get harder as a Christian because the devil want to keep you from being like. So I'm gonna say this. So a Christian marriage compared to two people who doesn't confess to be Christian but got a marriage, it's gonna be tested more because the devil don't want y'all to be successful. Because if you're living for Christ, you're gonna be a light. Right. You're gonna bring more people to be more Christian marriages. You feel me? So you're gonna have more to try to tear you down. Sometimes is it gonna bother you? Or y'all gonna have like butt heads? Yeah. But it ain't a relationship on this earth. I don't care, Christian, Muslim, whatever relationship. You gonna bump heads if you're married. Absolutely. You feel me? That woman gonna have a period of time of the month. You ain't gonna she ain't gonna be wanting to fool up with your stuff. It's gonna be like, men don't have a period, but it's just gonna be sometimes as a man you might just want your alone time. She might want to be up under you.
Sometimes she ain't gonna feel like cooking for you.
I feel like that's on. You finna get beat up for that, but that's Bink saying that. But I ain't subjecting women only to cooking. Like, but
no. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't have these women come with me on Facebook. I did not say that. I did not say that. Al finna have all these women.
Now that's what you said, Bink.
No, I just said on that night.
That was in the
if my woman
I
can
got
cook
you,
on that night when she tells me I ain't cooking, that's gonna hurt my soul.
Yeah, you just
Like,
need to be able
who-
to go in there and defend
Now,
for
yeah.
yourself.
So this is the thing,
True
though.
that, true that,
So
Or
true
fend
that.
for yourself.
yeah, so you need to, or not even just yourself, for y'all. If she don't feel like cooking, babe, why you don't feel like cooking tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Or you
That's
might not
right.
even got to ask. She just don't feel like cooking. You know what? All right, babe, don't feel like cooking.
Let's go
She
out
normally cook. Let me go do it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Or buy something.
Yeah, go buy something. Like you, and that's the thing about marriage. Like you feeling, y'all complete each other. Y'all one. So when this gonna be crazy, but just say like, what's a good example? Just say, okay, your whole body is half of that marriage. Her whole body is half of that marriage. So when something on you is hurting, the whole marriage is messed up. So what that other half of that body can do what? Like if you break your arm, what you gonna do? You're gonna lean on your other arm more, right? To do stuff until this arm get healed. You feel me? Or you break another limb, you're gonna use on it. Like if you break a leg, the same thing. You feel me? So and that's just how it is with a marriage.
Boy, he is preaching. Go ahead.
Man, chill. But like you gonna get tested, Christian or not. But even more so as a Christian. So guess what? To the world, because you got more to the world now, it may look like when y'all going through y'all struggles or whatever, guess what? It look like you may not look successful. It may look like everything come easy.
Yeah.
But in our last episode, when we was talking about the heart, the Bible tell you that God gonna try your heart. You don't think your wedding ain't gonna, like, your marriage ain't gonna y'all gonna get tried, because guess what? How do you know that, okay, like, how do you truthfully know that, yeah, this person is for me, and like in this relationship, in this true relationship, and being a couple, if we don't get tried to test it. You feel me? If it's peaches and rainbow, like anybody can be up when that's friend.
Yeah.
Work, like when everything going good, it's easy to stand.
Yeah.
But listen, when funds done got low, when the bills piling up, like kids acting up, you feel me? Like job acting crazy. Can y'all still stand in? You feel me?
That's the part people don't talk about right there.
Man, listen, that still get deep, and that's really, and to be honest, when them trials and tribulation come, going back to the original question, you'll be able to tell what's a Christian relationship and a regular relationship. You feel me? Because guess what? You gonna look at that relationship and you gonna look at it, that marriage, and be like, y'all went through this. Yeah, you gonna see God, and you gonna be like, I ain't no way. I know that's a Christian relationship, cause boy, God is in there. Cause ain't no way they should have made it through that. Ain't no way, like, you feel me? And I ain't talking about, like, when I say ain't make it through that, I know some people may think, well, when it come to pause it, man. See, look, he ready to get your charger.
Boy, you'll be able to. You'll be.
But yeah, you'll be able to see God in it, because, you know, people make it. They'll make it through. I ain't saying that people who are not Christians can't make it through. I know some successful marriages stuff too, but even then though, guess what? God still was in that, because guess what? God honors marriage. So they may not be confessing Christianity, but guess what? God still, I'm gonna honor that. You feel me? So, but I got a question for you, Bink, since you said that, and the correct answer too. Because you was talking about a successful marriage. So, does longevity equal to a successful marriage?
To me, yes. Cause like I was just telling Precious like I got an auntie in Virginia, and her and her husband, they been married for over like 45 years. And I was just thinking about like how every time I go in there and visit, he still looks at her like he just met her like yesterday. Like, you know how it is when you first meet a girl, you get all excited.
Got a butterfly.
Like, he could be at the party DJ and he be like, hey y'all, that's my baby right there, y'all. That's my baby, that's my wife. And it's like they still, like, at the autumn years, like they still madly in love. Like, to me, like, that's what a successful marriage is, not financially. Because like you just said, like, okay, what you gonna do when one of y'all lose y'all job? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, after all they been through, like, they still madly in love. Like, to me, that's what a successful marriage is.
Okay, that's good. Okay. I think that, I mean, sure. I don't know. You said, does that equate to...
Does longevity equate to being a successful marriage? Like being together a long time, like being married a long time, does it equate to that?
I would say yeah, though. I mean, because y'all still married, you know. Regardless of, I guess, in a way, I guess it's a part of it. Because I think, too, you can be in a marriage for a long time and still just stay there for different reasons. Maybe because of the finances, or maybe because you hear a lot of times because of the children, or, you know, but that in a way, I've even heard children knowing their parents aren't healthy and still together. And maybe when they finally say, hey, we're going to divorce, they're like, whew, finally, because this was toxic. This was terrible. Like, you know. So I think it's an aspect to success, but I don't think that just makes it a success. But it makes it a successful marriage just because they're still married. If it wasn't a success, then they wouldn't be together. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it plays a part into the success, but I don't think it's hard. I don't know.
So like you growing up, because my bad, y'all, but I just want to ask her this because I grew up parents separated like when I was like 5 years old. Mm-hmm. So like how was it for you growing up, like seeing your parents in love and in Christ? Mm-hmm. So like how was that experience for you, for like you and your brother growing up?
I don't fully know if my daddy was in Christ. Like you know how he come to church now, Bible study, all the things. Like that wasn't my daddy growing up. Like I used to say this all the time, like because I'm hard down daddy's girl. Mm-hmm. And I remember my daddy cussing before. Like my daddy has grown and been delivered and like been set free. Like he, you know, but he's always just been a good man. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like he just lived a terrible life and all the things. Like he's just always been a really great man, like a provider. He's always been present. Like he's always been active. Like he's just always been a really great man. And so a great father. You know, I can't even say, I don't know how he was as a husband. I mean, he was real, like, kind of goofy a little bit. Like, he's very affectionate. So I have seen, like, my daddy wanting to be all up on my mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen all of that, you know. I never experienced my parents argue ever. Ever. I mean, to my adult years. And I hate it to this day. Jesus, hush. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate it. But my brother did experience it one time. And I think I ended up asking him because Mama told me about them arguing one time in front of him and his reaction. They didn't like his reaction, you know, crying and running up to him and stuff like that. And so they kind of had a conversation, you know, we won't do this anymore in front of the kids. Like if we need to have some type of conversation or whatever, then we'll do it away from the kids. And so for me,
that's good.
For me, yeah, I thought I had perfect parents. Yeah. You know, and if they struggled, I never knew it. So, and I know they struggled in some ways. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I know they struggled in some ways. And maybe it didn't feel like struggle to me. I don't really know, but I had a perfect, to me, if perfect was an upbringing, I had it with my family.
Hey, Bink.
Nah, I say that's good because, like, you know how many parents these days, like, cuss and fuss in front of their kids and, like.
Yes, that's terrible, Bink. I think. I would say that's terrible.
And, like, that's very good that you're able to say, all right, let's wait till we get away from these kids though and handle what we got going on. My fault, y'all.
Very good. So now I want to go to your question now. I want you to answer this. Ooh. So,
it's about me or Precious?
You.
Yeah, I want you to answer because this is the question. Uh-huh. This started this all. What's the difference between a Christian relationship and a regular relationship? And I'm going to use Precious' parents at the time because what she just said. So, she said that her dad wasn't the man of God that he is now back then, right? Well, let me ask this. But was your mom at the time the woman of God, but then she did he?
In my opinion, I don't think that, like, mom, they both grew up in church now. They both, you know, but I know we went to church all the time. Like, we went to church all the time. So in my mind, I would say yes. I know mama used. This your testimony, mama. She used to smoke, you know, but like, you know, that's just a bad habit. You know what I'm saying? That don't make, you know, but she ended up getting delivered from it when I was a little bit, maybe 7, 8, something like that. I don't know, maybe I'm making it up, but she did end up getting delivered from it. So, but they both always knew God, but knowing God and like living a godly life are two different things. And,
my question, what I'm trying to ask, don't even use them.
Okay.
So say what I'm trying to get to is, say one person is living like they're supposed to,
Okay.
and then one person is not living like they were supposed to, but they are married, right? Is that a Christian relationship, or is that a quote unquote what you say a regular relationship?
Well,
That's a good question.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I really don't know how to answer that question because, well, I ain't gonna say I don't know how to answer, but because in my experience, my mama was always saved, but my daddy wasn't. So, like I told you, like they divorced when I was like 5 years old. I don't even remember how I reacted to that, but I really don't know how to answer because like Precious said, I done seen some other marriages where the other one wasn't saved, but they still kind of made it, and then like the other one ended up being saved later on down the line.
Mm-hmm. I've seen that too.
So with that being said, would y'all say that was a regular relationship or a Christian one?
Kind of
Like,
both.
wait, a regular marriage? Or
Yeah, that's what
okay.
now for the record.
Okay.
I don't consider it when you're married like you're in a relationship. But that's what I'm talking about, marriage. If you a person is saved, one person saved in a marriage and the other one isn't.
Would you say?
What we
no?
looking at? Let me look right here, Manny. Look right here.
Well, you can't.
Is it on me?
Go ahead. There you go.
This is stressing me out. I'm stressed.
Well, you can't say. Well, I guess you can say. I guess you can say none because one isn't, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm asking both of y'all. You can say like it's a non-Christian marriage because one isn't saved, right?
I don't know. I can't say right or wrong. I got an opinion on it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, what's your
I
opinion?
mean, it's unequally yoked in a way, right?
I ain't gonna go off my opinion.
What Bible
But
say?
I'm gonna go. Yeah, there we go.
Let me ask you a question.
Let's go to the Bible. So the Bible lets you know that one can be, if one is saved, the other one can be saved through that one.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, I feel like if it's one person there that's being that light and being that Christian, like, yeah. I really like if y'all both are living for Christ and doing like y'all supposed to, like, y'all are Christians who are married. Like, I believe God is in, he says he honors any marriage.
Yeah.
You feel me? It don't say whether you believe in Jesus Christ, this and that. You find favor in that. You feel me? He honors marriage. So now, granted, do I think if you're not a Christian, he's going to give you a chance to at some point experience Christ and Christianity in life. You feel me? But I mean, I don't think, that go back to exactly what I said earlier about the Christian relationship and the quote unquote, like a Christian gonna have God in it.
Tight. That's good stuff. What you got?
No, I was just gonna ask you, like, and you said your mama was saved first, right? So that means your mama was eventually praying for your daddy to come into church, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think that, like Strong said, like, I believe that one individual can be saved through the other. I know they say, here's what this is where I get a little bit of, for myself, even personally, the confusion where we say don't be unequally yoked, but then how do we end up getting married in it? Granted, then God, honors it, but it's like if we saying not to be unequally yoked, but we still marry, then God say bump the unequal. Like, I honor y'all. Like, you get what I'm saying? I think that has always been like a struggle for me because it's like on one hand you say don't be unequally yoked, but in the other sense it's like, but you can marry equally yoked and then God honors it. You get what I'm saying? Did you hear my question?
Say it one more time.
Okay, so I was like, this has always been like a sense of confusion for me where it's like we speak of like not being unequally yoked, like, one gonna either pull the other one, whatever the case is. Don't be unequally yoked, but then if y'all marry unequally yoked or whatever the case is, then God just honors that. So how do we get from don't do this, but then if you do it, God honors it?
Now talking about that, when it comes to unequally yoked, this me now. This is Strong.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
I don't equate it to being, and I know most people do, like, if you say, and he say, like, because the Bible is not going to contradict itself.
Absolutely.
I don't believe it's talking about, like, your salvation?
Yeah.
Yeah, your salvation.
Yeah.
is that person willing to eventually turn to Christ? You feel me? They in the kingdom. What I'm saying is, so if a person is of the kingdom, yeah, they may not be where they supposed to be right then and there, but they gonna get there.
Oh, so they're saved, but they're not living it. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't. Oh. No, what I'm saying is like, if they are they a person of the kingdom? Are they like this? You may have a person that who they was raised in church, they go to church, they believe in Jesus and everything.
Yeah.
And it's just like, but they not do something may have deterred them from their path. They went here or there. They are the kingdom. They just like, you know what, but they haven't found themselves back.
They strayed away?
Yeah, they strayed away. That's what I'm saying. They strayed away. Okay. And then you got this other person who is in the kingdom. They say they sanctified, going to church. They're doing all, the quote unquote things.
Right.
Like, I personally believe this person's of the kingdom. They just strayed away. And that's where the scripture about it can, they can help pull them. They pulling you back.
Okay.
So I don't feel like y'all only because y'all both believers. You get what I mean?
Okay.
That's why I feel like unequally yoked is and not.
Unequally yoked would be a believer and a non-believer.
Yes, that's why I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, do you think you could have married a non-believer and you could have eventually
converted them?
Yeah, converted them to Christ. Same thing for you.
You want me like answer? Or you talk about me personally?
I mean, you personally, your opinion.
Me personally, I couldn't have. I couldn't have because, and then too, it depends on what point in my. No, I ain't gonna say what point in my life because even when I wasn't doing everything I was supposed to, I still had a lot of ways. It was like it's gonna turn back to the Bible. So if a person didn't really believe, at least believe in like the Bible to some extent, it's like
you will get on their nerves.
Yeah, I was gonna get on their nerves, like for real. It was gonna like cause I don't care. Like back in the day, like if I say I was struggling, I'm still gonna even when I wasn't living like I was supposed to, I'm giving them tithes and offering. I might not even come to church, but guess what? I'm gonna send it in. You feel me? So, but just say that person don't believe in giving tithes. Like we was gonna bump because as a little boy, I learned like my grandma taught me about giving tithe. I seen firsthand like how cause if you don't give your tithe, the Bible say you curse with a curse. I seen that jump. Like I seen it happen. My first time learning about tithe, I remember I had got blessed with $10. None told the story before. All I had to give was 10%, was $1, right? I ain't get that, John. Hard in my heart. I was in 8th grade. And when that happened, I ain't give that Sunday. That Monday, boy, I got to school. Boy, that was the worst week of school I ever had. Boy, I'm talking about, I said, went up there by Wednesday and ran up my time to 2 weeks. Next year, they were probably going to kick me out of here. Like, it hadn't got rough. But thing was, just in them 3 days, I had got my butt kicked that bad. I said, you know what? Like, I said, I'm going to, as soon as next time church get here, I'm going to go give my tithe. Man, that Thursday can't go. That's back when, you remember we used to have Thursday night Bible study? Man, I went and gave that $1. The next day I go to school, the ISS teacher told me I can go back to class, depleted all that. So I seen that curse hadn't came up off of me. Yeah, I was young and it was a small lesson, but I saw it. So with that being said, I learned then that but I got to give my tithe no matter, my tithe offering no matter what. You feel me? So if a person didn't believe in that back then, we were gonna clash, and I knew that, so I was like, "Nah, you at least got to believe in. You ain't got to be going to the what's the name." So I think everybody that I truthfully dated in my life, like at some point, like you a believer, like you got to believe in. Like that's just me. That's my my.
Well,
thing.
You got to say,
but yeah, nah, for me, but that's just my preference though. So would you be able to date somebody who don't believe me or what?
You mean like don't believe at all?
I mean, you believe or you don't believe. You just want to tell that no strategy.
I mean like believe or don't believe at all, or she just don't like going to church as much as I do, because it's a difference.
No, I believe if you that's why I explained earlier. Like just because you don't go to church and all that stuff, but you were in the kingdom when you asked that question, like you may have strayed away, but you believe, then you are a believer. So that's why I say it ain't really easy. You believe or you don't believe.
Well, if you put it like that, then
why not?
Huh?
Why not? In your own
Because when I get married, I want us both to be like, God fearing people, and I like to go to church. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I love
like
that.
we was in there last night, and I think I was just telling the person like we could have stayed in there all night.
What church you go to for the people?
Pride Mountain International.
What that's it?
Ailey, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. I love
also,
it.
Also shout out to my DLC fam too. I spent a lot of time over there too.
Period.
Shout out DLC, shout out to Prayer Mountain. Hayeshurst, Georgia, Ailey, Georgia.
That's right. Well, I guess I'll answer if you guys want to know.
Yeah, most definitely.
But I would say no. And the reason why I would say no is I feel like I've experienced that where, and obviously everybody isn't the same, but I think we should have the same beliefs. Because if we're going to have children, I'm always thinking about my babies, about kids. I think about kids, and the last thing kids need is for their parents to not be with one accord. Mm-hmm. The last thing kids need is for mama to think this and daddy to think that, and so they play them against each other. Or, I just believe that the parents just should be with one accord. And when raising our kids, I just think like, I don't want to be thinking they shouldn't do this, and you be like, "No, it's all right. Your mama just doing too much." Or like, no, I just think that it, in a way, make things more powerful. I think that if you're not a believer, there would be some type of disconnect, and I just rather it be we all in. You know what I'm saying? We all in.
Mm-hmm.
However, if God, only Him, if He led me.
That's true.
Yeah, if He led me, okay, I want you to marry this person because I want you to bring him closer to Christ. Then.
So
I don't want to, but if He led me, I will do it.
So who is that in the Bible? Bink? It's a story that actually happened where God had to, a prophet had to go marry a harlot.
For real?
Yeah.
Is that
I don't want everybody watching to be like, oh, he don't read no Bible. I'm still
Man, no. Hold on, Bink. Hold on. It's okay. Like, that's the thing. Everybody not gonna read about. Now, I will challenge you as your brother who, love you, like, pick it up more. You feel me? Like, that's to anybody, like,
it's
pick
really
that Bible up more. So, but I love that fact, Bink, that one, you even transparent about it. But two, like, that's what this whole podcast is about. To be the bridge for people who don't. Now, one thing about it, don't just take our word for it.
Right.
Go read.
You feel me? Go read it for yourself. We still learning.
Yes.
I have to pick up that. I don't know everything about the Bible, but this is the thing about it. Like, nobody can't just come tell me, just tell me something. I'm gonna believe it. Because guess what? I'm gonna pick it up and read it for myself. And if it ain't lining up what I'm reading for myself, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stand flat footed, and it is what it is. You feel me? But the thing is, though, being like, it's okay. Like, you still learn. We all learn. And it's people right now, like, they could be you can have the chief apostle or the bishop of all this stuff. These people who got these titles and stuff. And guess what? They still learning. Don't nobody know it all. Solomon said, he who knows it all is what? A fool. So we always going to have to keep picking up that book, pick up our cross daily and learn. You feel me? Yeah. So like that's okay, bro.
But tell me about that story though.
It's Hosea.
Okay.
Yeah, like the Lord told him that he was gonna have to go, get the harlot and marry, but that was gonna be a sign that the Lord was restoring, like how he was gonna be restoring the children of Israel. You feel me? In short, but yeah, I'll go read it. You feel me? And that's the thing about it too.
Give me some homework.
Yeah, hey, man, the homework I'll tell you, bro. Just keep reading. Like, start reading. Like, if you ain't got a good starting point, and I know a lot of people struggle with that too. Like, what's a good starting point story? I would say, I know some people say James. I would say start reading St. John. You feel me? Because it explains, Jesus, the lineage, the word, and all that stuff. And you feel me? Then or whatever. But yeah, and then just get into it, man. You'll really learn, and you'll be able to apply it to today's time. And then a lot of the questions that you do have, Bink, they gonna get answered. And you'll be surprised at cause our last episode they recorded, we was talking about the heart, basically heart of man. And you'll learn that a lot of stuff that we think as men and women, we so far off from what God the way God got it designed. But once you read that Bible and you start really understanding the way that God got it like designed, and you start really going by it, you'll see like, dang, bro, we had this junk messed up. Like,
all along, yep.
But you'll be like, you know what? People so thrown off because the way that we thought it was or what we've been hearing, this ain't the way God designed it. Now, the way God designed it, once you really start going about it, bro, it get fun. It get exciting. You always have this hunger, like, what else, God? Let me learn more. Like, what else you got to show me? Like, to this day, I still do it. Like, currently right now, I'm reading the book of Exodus. Like, and you hear about Pharaoh let my people go, and you hear about certain plagues and stuff. I just learned, like, you hear about the blood turning to water. You hear about the frogs. You hear about the first son dying or whatever. Then and then you hear about the locusts. It's a lot more stuff that happened, like, in between. It was like over 10 plagues, but this is the part people always talk about the plagues. They don't also talk about the miracles. It was 10 plagues, but it was over 15 miracles. And I'm like, dang, I heard about Moses and let my people go and the children being in the wilderness all my life. But I didn't even know all this went on just in Egypt. Like, you feel me? So just now that I'm in it and I'm learning even more about it, and I'm really seeing, like, I'm like, dog, bro, we had this junk messed up, but I'm excited about it. You feel me? I'm excited about learning God's design for humanity. You feel me? I'm learning about marriage. Like, you feel me? I'm learning that. I'm learning how to, like, of course I know how to treat a woman, but I'm truthfully learning how to, like, I heard somebody say, well, Pastor Steve had said it. Marriage is a ministry. And when he said that, it's like, oh, you know what? I don't know why, but it clicked in my mind. Like, in the same way, you got to, it just made me even more serious about like my marriage. Like, it made me go back in the corner even more and say, am I doing everything that like I'm supposed to do it? I may feel like it, but I'm newlywed. I'm still learning. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, like, so I go find the scriptures. I go find different stuff like, okay, how to be a better husband. What should I do? How to lead better. You feel me? So in short, man, just get in that Bible and learn how you really supposed to do it. And keep asking questions. But don't just go off of what Strong or Pret saying, or, your pastor or any other pastor, whatever. Bro, and that go for anybody. Get in the Bible yourself. Learn for yourself. Our favorite scripture, like, is 2 Timothy. Study to show thyself approved. Like, it's telling, but not on that, to God. Not so that you, guess what? So that you won't be made ashamed. If it don't say exactly like that, but just go read it for yourself so you'll know exactly what it say. Because I could be telling you anything. Yeah. You feel me? So, absolutely. But yeah, Bink, get in there, bro. Listen, get in that junk, dig in.
I actually heard Pastor Eda say that one time, because I asked him one time, because I was listening to him preach. I was like, how you can just quote scriptures out the top of your head like that? He was like, I don't study to preach, I study to show myself approved. I was like, oh.
Come on, Pastor.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, and the reason why, to show yourself approved, so just say, like, and that's why we got to keep, like, so it's stuff that you ask me, and I know it's in the Bible, and it's just like, I know it's there to give you the answer, but can I go straight to it right there? Some stuff I can, some stuff I don't. So that's me showing myself approved. Like, just say, like, I was able to go when you asked the question straight to Genesis 2. You get me to go talk about Adam, because I studied that part. But you might go ask me, like, where it say that about Hosea? I can't tell you the exact verse or chapter. I can tell you it's in the book of Hosea, but I can't tell you, you feel me? So I got to keep studying, and that's all of us, bro. You feel me? So, yeah, man. You got anything? Oh, go ahead.
My anxiety keep flaring up because I had told us to go to Ruth, and I never explained why I was telling us to go to Ruth. So I would just challenge everybody to read it and then think about where I was finna go with it. It was just simply like the in between, and Naomi had Ruth do some things. Wash his feet, lay to bed, all these different things. So that's why I was trying to get to the in between. And cause if I was watching, I know in my mind, I would probably still be like, dang, she never talked about Ruth. Like, why was she, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I said that. But if y'all read Ruth chapter 3 and just, read the things that Naomi had Ruth do, that's where I was going. But I think this was so good. I think this was so good.
Y'all, hey, listen.
So
y'all this man right here, y'all gonna be seeing more because I love it. Like I learned this episode. Like
I learned a lot.
I learned definitely. I learned where I was. I learned I learned to be ready too, cause having somebody like Bink who has questions, like you got to be prepared. Like you got to be ready and just say like if we don't know, then we're supposed to let Bink know that hey we don't know. But it's inquiring minds out there. So I love it, Bink. I love that you asked the questions, bro.
Yeah.
I love that what you brought to the podcast, and I want you to keep doing it, bro.
Yeah. Thank y'all for this shirt I've been begging for.
Oh, please.
Man.
I also think that, it's important for us to have these conversations. The Bible speaks of, and I don't know where it's at, but I know it's in there. Not to really run from questions, and Bink is not, he's a believer. He's a believer.
Definitely.
So we're not arguing the word at all. We're not arguing with somebody who doesn't believe and they trying to tell us this ain't in the Bible, we don't do that. The Bible, God doesn't want us to do that. But if our brother has questions, we should sit here and try to help him. Hence us even grabbing our word here and him reading it. You know what I'm saying? So all of the misconceptions of believers and all the things like, it's love, you know what I'm saying? It's love, and we all are growing, we all are learning, and nobody is mad. Like this
ain't no arguing.
Yeah.
It's like this wasn't an argument. Even when moments where we was talking passionate, this discussion. It wasn't a debate. It was just not like because we don't supposed to debate. Like we getting to a point together. Yes. We're trying to find the answer together. It ain't me versus Bink or me versus Precious or them versus me. It's literally us versus trying to find this answer. Like, and as believers, we supposed to be. Like, it ain't no division here.
Right.
Like, ain't no, I feel like Bink trying to challenge me or no, like, we're trying to figure this stuff out together.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Like, so, because we're a family, we're a body of Christ, and we support each other, we there for each other, and I ain't gonna lie. Like to me, this felt like Bible study. Like I really want the goddamn, for the sake of time, we got to end. But listen, I want more of it. Like,
me too.
Not only that, like Bink ain't got to be the only one sitting right here. Like we challenge y'all.
Yeah. Come
sit here.
Yeah.
And let's figure this out together. Hey, cause I don't know it all. Fred don't know it all. Like somebody come teach us. Like. For sure, like, you feel me? So, like, I definitely enjoyed this. It got to happen more. If you guys enjoyed it, we need y'all to, drop. If y'all want to ask some questions and stuff, or someone like want us to talk on stuff, like y'all inbox us, put in the comments, reach out, like, or even, hey, we ain't hard to reach. Like, we'll have you on the show. Like,
yeah, that's cool stuff.
You got something else, Bink, or?
I just want to say I enjoy myself. Thank y'all too for inviting me. Hopefully I'll be back soon.
Oh, you coming back? Definitely coming back.
I was gonna give some advice, but my mind just went blank. But
give it.
To anyone who wants to follow Christ, don't be. I mean, like Al said, don't be scared to ask questions. Like go to your preacher, go to one of your friends who know the word good, or your parents, anybody.
Yep. Right. That's all I got.
Hey, well, look at here, man. Bink, it was on to have you on the show. Yes, we thank you. And like I said, you coming back, man. So with that being said, y'all, we out the strong way.
The strong truth done did it again.
Truth is, you're so strong. Truth is, he won't lead you wrong. The strong truth, there's no lies. The strong truth will open up your eyes.
Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against thee shall prosper, and any tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. For this is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness of me, said the Lord.